Yo, what's going on, people? Digi here, back again with another market review. As always, here on a Wednesday, kind of checking out Bitcoin and coins on the chart chosen by you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. It's been an active week. Before we get started, disclaimer and all of that. Everything given in here, oh, my Discord's quit. So everything, all the information, advice given in here is for educational purposes only, not to be considered as financial advice in any way whatsoever. So let's see what's been going down. We've got the weekly chart here for Bitcoin. Let's kick off with the Don as always. Let's see what's going down. So last week we talked about price running up, running these stops here at 10,540 and then making its way into these levels, kind of eventually reaching for this order block at 10,981 level. So what's happened? As we can see, price did run up. I think last time we were speaking, it was coming close to that level, and unfortunately, we didn't breach. So we kind of ran out of gas, ran out of juice around 10,522. So just a little bit short. Very surprising in my eyes that we didn't run these. Would have been a pool of liquidity. But kind of looking at the price action, seemed like kind of sellers took their profit before that level, just as an element of safety. Now we kind of look like we're in another kind of consolidation period. So I'm going to zoom down to a daily and actually explain that in a bit more detail. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. So yeah, as we talked about, we're looking for price to run this level. It didn't. Kind of stopped around here. Had a retrace since then. This order block prior to the move up didn't hold, been breached. Price then ran down to previous levels of resistance here and here, and as you can see, dipped in, had quite a sharp movement back. So what we moved from this open today of 9,700, high of 10,298, so nearly $600 movement. Yeah. So yeah, I was just trying to work out something. Sorry about that. So yeah, as we can see, kind of price is just where we are now. Now, I previously talked about I still want to see these stops run. So what we may be seeing here right now is just kind of again flushing out any long laters, taking those stops, moving back up to the levels we marked out previously. Now, on the downside, I mean, this level's been run. We've had a sharp rejection. We do want to be conscious of sellers here. People do get very euphoric very quickly in Bitcoin. I remember the last halving, 2016, 300 seemed to be that key level, and anytime we kind of breached or come close to it or breached it, we would just get knocked down again and again. So yeah, just be conscious of that, guys. I mean, potential bearish order block here, opening at 10,236. So let's see how price reacts here. I wouldn't be surprised to see another small consolidation period here before price moves in either direction. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Nothing much has really changed. Halving still coming up in 3 months' time. Anticipation is that price will probably reach its peak a month before, so we've probably got another about 8 weeks of price volatility for Bitcoin for the foreseeable future. So that's Bitcoin. Moving on. Didn't kind of put any coin requests this week, guys. Sorry, I didn't get time to get to it. So what I'm going to do instead is just pull up some of the coins that we've reviewed on Proof of Review, and then just go through those quickly. I think it would be a good idea just to pick 4 or 5 of these every week and just rotate through them through the month, and then come back to them again every month like that. If you guys are new to our project, we don't just do market reviews, we do a lot of detailed fundamental reviews. As you can see, we do coin reviews, exchanges and wallets. Here's a good example of the coin reviews that we do. So we give the detailed summary score, we then give it a corresponding grade, and each section is kind of looked at in detail and given a grade. All these are put together, and then that basically forms a cumulative grade and a score. We also do the same for exchanges and also wallets. We don't give the wallets any score. We like to have a detailed look, let you know what version it's available on as a web wallet, backup, etc. So going back to what we're going to look at today, let's going to pick a handful of coins. So we'll do Centivate to Xenon. Starting off with Xenon, This is a Masternode coin that came out last year, briefly just kind of remembering the fundamentals. I believe they're kind of looking to implement a new blockchain structure or something on their blockchain. And yeah, you know, it's kind of been a year since I've looked at that. I believe we did their review in May, so it's interesting to see how this come along. Now, this was an ICO coin, so the ICO price was $1. The data unfortunately only goes back to August because I think something to do with CryptoBridge or something like that. And the exchange it's traded. Anyway, price kind of breached that $1 mark, was trading under ICO as all coins will do at some point in their life cycle for a good 2-3 months. Price then broke out of that, probably a bit quicker than, or probably a bit ahead of the general market itself. As you can see, it ran to nearly a high of just under $4 or $5. Since retraced nearly back to that $1 level and kind of just having a few spikes and drops right now. So I mean, this is the sort of coin that I would say, if you're interested in this, you can be patient. I mean, you can see the volume has significantly increased here as well. So whether that's to do with a new exchange addition, I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, anything between $1 and $2 look like the next area of interest. I think maybe if you're patient, you can wait for $1.50 to break and just basically start keeping an eye on it from there onwards. So that's Xenon, nothing really exciting about it to want to buy right now. Duality, that's a coin, DYM, Dynamic. Okay, another coin we reviewed last year, had its delisting here with its big volume, delisted for Bittrex for no reason. As a result, price pretty much reached its all-time lows. Let's pull this back. Yeah, they were definitely all-time lows. Price reached its all-time lows, recovered a bit, had a significant rally in terms of the low was 1.5 cents. Did pretty much a 10x in a bear market last year. No one really knew about it. Price then since retraced would give buyers another opportunity to get back involved at these previous levels. Lo and behold, as the general market's risen within the last 2 weeks or so, price has gone from a low of 2.5 cents. Yep, or 2 cents even, all the way up to 9 cents. So yeah, kind of a 4x and a bit. In terms of this moving forward, still a long way to go. I don't know if we're ever going to reach these previous highs. I mean, the $9. What are we now? 8 cents. So yeah, I mean, that will take something spectacular. That's more than 100x to get back to its previous highs. But as you can see, you know, these are the coins we talked about last week, where you find these areas of consolidation back in a previous range of accumulation, and it's over a significant period of time. These are definitely the ones you want to be looking out for. Now we can see price has reached up to this 9 cents level, maybe potential resistance here on this previous support. So if you've missed this move, there's no need to chase it. If you want to get back in, maybe like this 4 cents level is a good area to look at for a retrace. So that's Dynamic. Next one I'm going to look at is StakeNet. Now StakeNet's a coin that I personally really like. Scored one of the highest ratings on our reviews so far, if not the highest. I'm just trying to remember. I think it might have been second or third. But yeah, definitely a coin that's got a lot of potential, solid development, and an amazing community. So very similar chart to DYM, the one you just looked at. You can see it had a high of 85 cents at one point in its life cycle, and now trading at 6 cents. So very similar thing here. Something happened in the market last October, November that I missed, because some of these coins are moving crazy. I don't know whether it's a combined thing or whether these are just individual fundamental events, something like that. So price kind of reached its low around about 4 cents, had a run up to nearly 10 cents, and then retraced all the way back and actually broke new lows. So, you know, anyone who was patient on this and waited to get back like 5 cents and below, you know, did really well. Good sign of patience, and it was around Christmas time as well. Price has since recovered. Very, very nice market structure, nice, steady, not just a one-day pump. So you much rather want to see a growth like this than something like this. This has a lot more sustainability, gives time to people to get involved. So right now we're trading at a 6 cents value. On the upside, we want to be looking at a breach of this high at 10 cents, then kind of links in nicely with all this resistance support turned into potential resistance up further down the line. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, you zoom out, it's a huge way to go on this. So definitely want to keep an eye on, especially with the increased volume you're seeing at the bottom. So that's StakeNet. Last but one is NKN. Again, another coin that I really like on a fundamental level. The chart looks nice as well. So, we're seeing a lot of similar charts out here, guys. I think you can kind of see by eye. Its previous rally ran all the way to 11 cents, then came all the way back down to previous accumulation levels as seen. I mean, if you guys are not cutting in on, the best time to buy these altcoins is usually October to December. That's if your strategy basically involves buying at lows and holding for a few month period. It's pretty much seen over in the chart over and over again. So similar rally here, then retraced, actually broke down to new lows, breaking the previous ones, and then going right back into this level here. Came back down to like that 1.5, 2 cents level. Since had a nice little rally, hit a peak and then kind of come back down. So again, if you want to get involved with this, maybe 2 cents is the area to look out for. If you're a breakout trader, maybe a breakout of this high would be a good area to get involved, and you've got all this inefficiency to fill in. Nothing's really tested this. So that is NKN, guys, and then the final one for today is going to be Centivate. Ooh, okay. Oh, wow, very nice. Right, so this is another coin that we reviewed around the summer of last year. On a fundamental level, very solid project. Got lots in the pipeline, so it'd be interesting to see how they've actually come along since we reviewed them. But on a technical level, we can see that price is kind of consolidating for several months around an accumulation before its previous breakout, and actually had a nice breakout within the last week or so. Price has gone from a low of 0.0006 cents all the way up to 0.0015 or 17. So what is that, 3x? Something along those lines. Again, guys, I don't want you to be chasing this. You can see the moves probably already happened. If you're interested in getting involved, maybe wait for a retrace or a further breakout for you to get involved. So that's this week's market review. Going to cut a short one, guys. Going to be going out later on this evening to watch the football, so not going to be around. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you guys did enjoy it, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to suggest any comments for coins to look at next week, hit us up in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see you soon, guys.